It's a dope move by Steve.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype? It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game.
What's up, everybody? Welcome. It is that time of the week. That's right. It's time for Big Game Sports Buzz, where the sports fanatic and the pro athlete get together and talk about all things sports. I am Jay Stoggs, the Buff Nerd. Let's go. And of course, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend. The reason why this podcast is called what it is, Big Game James. What up, dude?
What is going on, man? First and foremost, before we get this party started, shout out to all those high school seniors that took part in National Signing Day.
Yes.
One of my former students is signed with the University of Oklahoma, man. I wish him nothing but the best of luck, man. So Malik Hawkins, man, y'all keep doing your thing, going to do with your brother, man. Y'all are some great kids, come from a great family. Mike, Annabelle, man, congratulations to y'all. Terry else, man, my man Steve Hill, his son Drew is going to be in the Triple D. He signed with the SMU Mustangs, so pony up, baby. I am excited. I am very, very excited for a lot of these young men, man. There's a lot out there, man. So any and everybody, man, y'all sign that national letter of intent on National Signing Day. You're going to live, you start that dream. Man, congratulations to y'all, man. We really
Congratulations. Absolutely, man. Y'all got like a little pipeline going up to OU, man. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned it.
Trying, bro. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You know, they come looking. They just got to start winning now to go with it.
That part. But look, I'm not hating at all, man. I mean, anytime a young man or young woman can realize their dream and can get an education, but definitely realize their dream playing sports, if that's what it is, and do that at the next level, I'm always excited for them no matter where they go. I think that's amazing. So, yeah, definitely shout out to them. Also, to them ice cold brothers of A5. Hey, you know I got to shout them out. Hey, let's go. Celebrating, you know what I'm saying? Celebrating 118 years. 118 years of service. Shout out to y'all, brothers. Let's go. It's cold in here. So please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and of course, your frenemies. Because hey, without the hate, we don't elevate. I always understand that. So yeah, without further ado. Oh, you can catch us on any let me get it together. You can catch us on any podcast platform that you listen to. So
hey, it's down the Buff Nerd is struggling. That shit down in the corner, man. Check it out. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, man. Check out BGSE Network. Hey, scan the QR code up there in the corner, man. It'll take you right to our link tree. Get you all our safe sites, man. Hey, man, without further ado, let's get into the four downs.
It's time for the four downs. That's right. The hottest sports news around. BGSB presents Four Downs.
That's right. These are the four downs, the topics that we right here talk about. Sometimes we squeeze in some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Grandizer, I'm looking at you. But these are the 4 hot topics that we want to talk about. First things first. Let's go ahead and open this up. Because there's been quite a few things going on. First one, let's talk Heisman race, because now it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. We're towards the end of the season. People are playing for championships. Rivalry week has already happened.
Right.
And your top picks right now as Vegas season, right? Do you have those? Because I think I have all but like one.
I mean,
obviously Travis Hunter is like
it's a 2-man race. Fuck everybody else. You can name the 5
wow.
that Vegas has listed. It's down to 2 people, man. Ashton Jeanty from Boise State,
yeah,
and Travis Hunter from the University of Colorado. Yeah. And I don't see anyone else. They'll just be in New York for the photo shoot to take pictures, so it's just not 2 people. But Dylan Gabriel, I believe, is in there, and I forget who the other.
Cam Ward,
and yeah, okay, and well, maybe Shador. They don't have a chance.
Shador, yeah. Cam Ward, Shador, like they're all.
Nope.
And I think Dylan is like 500 to 1. Yeah, but
go put a nickel on it. You might win some.
You know what I'm saying? And Jalen is like I think he's 16 to 1.
Milrose in the top 5.
Yeah.
Man, gone. He better go chase one of them pink toes and leave that shit alone, man. He out this thing, dog. Bye.
And then was it Brunty out of Boise State?
I think he's get his name right from the Lone Star State here, from the great state of Texas, Frisco, Texas, Lone Star High School, baby.
He is, man.
Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah, he's 16 to 1, and then Travis Hunter, I believe, is like 6,000 minus 16,000 or something like that. It's something like stupid crazy. May not be 16,000, but it's like 6,000. It's crazy, like 1,600. It's crazy. So to you, it's a 2-man race. Mm-hmm. It's already set in stone. Give the man his trophy. Just go ahead and put the name on the plate.
Man, but Jay, you look at the numbers, and a lot of people are saying that Ashton Jeanty should have these kind of yards because of the amount of carries that he has. But if you watch how explosive this dude is, and I did a Who's Your Heisman short the other day, man, y'all please go to BGSE Network and check that out, or the Big Game Sports Buzz YouTube and check it out. 312 carries, 2,288 yards, 28 touchdowns through 12 games, 7.3 yards a carry, and he's a 1-man wrecking crew. He is the heartbeat of Boise State. Now, a lot of people says that Ashton Jeanty is their Heisman Trophy winner. Great stats, great numbers. But then the reason I say it's a 2-man race, you turn it over and you look at what my man Travis Hunter has done, it's stupid. 92 catches, 1,152 yards, 31 tackles, 11 pass breakups, 4 interceptions, 15 touchdowns. And a lot of we've seen other guys play both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
and we like Woodson a little bit, but not the amount of plays that he gets. Like I said, when I saw the dude play in person with my own eyes, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I knew he was good seeing him on TV, but when I saw the things in pregame and in warm-up and then the different things during the course of the game, bro, you don't teach what this kid has. He has that it factor. He's him for real.
He is him. As Deion said, he is the definition of him. His was crazy, man. I think he's like second in the nation for receiving touchdowns and 15th in the nation for interceptions. A top 15. It's crazy. It's the same dude. He's played over 1,000 snaps. And I think I'm doing him a disservice because it's not even like the actual number is crazy. Because I think it's actually a lot more than that. Listen, man, go ahead and give it to him. I agree. Go ahead and give it to him. He's doing stuff that you haven't seen in the league in a long time, and definitely not at this level.
Yeah.
Definitely not at this level. And here's the other kicker that people have not realized or haven't really talked up. This guy was a academic All-American last year.
That's crazy. That's that part that I was like, wait a minute. Wow. Mad respect. Mad respect for that.
He was academic All-American last year at a D1 school. So you can say what you want to about whatever you want to, but yeah, he's him. Give it to him. Let's move on. Let's not even do it. Let's not even do it. So I think we're good there. Hey man, let's get into this second down though. I'm real curious about this. Game sent me this, and I didn't have a good chance to read about it, but I just want to come right off the. You know how I am. I'm the buff nerd. This is what I do. I tell you how I feel. What just because my intelligence and it's what it is. But apparently there's something going on.
To say the least.
In the world of college volleyball.
Yeah.
In the world of college volleyball. Game. What's going on in the world of college volleyball?
Well, man, this story's been going on for a while, man. And couple of my boys sent me a text message and said, "Hey, big game, I want to know what you think about this whole San Jose State volleyball situation." So if you don't know or you haven't read the story at all, San Jose State Spartans have just been eliminated from Mountain West tournament contention. I mean, they just got eliminated in the tournament, and so they are probably not going to get a bid to the NCAA volleyball tournament. But the whole controversy surrounding them was they have a non-identified transgender woman on their volleyball team that caused an uproar and started to have people protest and forfeit games. So I'm about to read you the whole thing, how it got brought to the light and everything else, Jay, is this story just it befuddled me, and I was like, God damn. So the whole issue became public when San Jose State co-captain Brooke Slusser, she joined a lawsuit in September against the NCAA that was filed by a former All-American swimmer and anti-trans athlete activist named Riley Gaines. All this stemmed from the swimmer. Remember the transgender swimmer that went on? So they filed a lawsuit against the NCAA saying that transgender eligibility violates Title IX and their 14th Amendment, which is the Equal Protection Clause. And so she went on and alleged these different things and said the lawsuit is it shouldn't include transgender player poses are unfair and safety hazards. And got a lot of people saying that, that's true. Now, this player has been on the San Jose roster for 3 seasons. And
wow.
It wasn't until some teammates, like I said, her one teammate got involved and joined the lawsuit, and she came from an East Coast school, right? The player hasn't been named yet, but you had other schools in the Mountain West that said, hey, wait a minute. Y'all got a what doing what? We're not going to play. So you had schools like Boise State, Wyoming, Utah State, and my alma mater, University of Nevada, forfeit games. So here it is. San Jose State was picking up dubs and wins and qualified for the Mountain West tournament. I think it's the number 2 seed, but they end up getting beat by Colorado State. And but lo and behold, the long part, the gist of it is, what's your stance on this? Because everybody asked me what my stance was. And I was like, yo, I really don't like getting into all this transgender stuff because of the backlash that can be had sometimes. But the more I think about it, Jay, and I'm going to say something so simple that I don't think should offend anybody. Everyone has the right to do what they want to do and identify how they want to identify. That's your business. It has nothing to do with me at all. But to me, a sport, the way it's set up, the way the makeup between men and women are, what you are at birth is what you should compete at a collegiate and a professional level. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. So I understand why some teams forfeited and all the controversy around it. But man, this has been in the news, and it just kind of died down because their tournament just ended this past weekend. But it was like a nonstop circus, and like I said, I've had people come at me and ask me these questions, and I was like, bro, I really don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. But between you and me, this is what I think. But I think I could just say that. And then the thing is, the player's not identified. So some of my boys who live out in California are like, hey, man, I know who it is. I'm going to tell you. Call a name out. I ain't doing all that. I'm not doing that.
No.
I'll let y'all look that up. Figure out, you go look at the headshots. You're gonna be like, wait a minute. You might be able to tell.
You'll know.
Gonna leave it there. So,
You'll know.
So yeah, that's what this whole story is, Jay, man. Just basically you had someone that's, but you're on the team for 3 years, and it's not till your third year that it comes to light, and other teams that's played against you 2 previous years are like, whoa, y'all got what? No, we ain't playing y'all no more. We forfeit that game.
Man, I got so many questions. Like,
as you should.
When you're showering, did you notice that they didn't shower with you, or they showered with the uniform on while you were showering naked? That's number one. Number two, hey, listen, this is the buff nerd. You know what I do.
You went places I wasn't going with that, bro.
That's the first question. Just wait till the next one's come out. Because then my next question is, how much do you suck when you're on the, like, you're on the team for 3 years? And listen, no disrespect to the ladies, because I know y'all bring the heat, but I gotta think that the fellas will bring the heat a little bit more than the ladies. Like, how bad are you? How bad are you?
Well, why does she
no one noticed?
She could have just been a good player on the team. and in rotation, like, you got to play a certain way to get noticed as the transgender teammate?
Yes. Listen, I'll put it to you like this. Yes, I'm going to say it. Yes, I'm going to say it. Because I tell you what, if you put a transgender man, a transgender woman, or whatever they are, if you put a man that's now feel like a woman or identify as a woman on the track team, on the 4x100, and they killing people, you're going to say, wait a minute, something's not right here. Now, I know some ladies that can run, and they can beat a lot of fellas. But if you top tier, if you that, I mean.
So you're saying the fastest woman is still not going to be close to the fastest man?
No. Look at the times. No, not at all.
I just asked the question what you're saying.
No.
Make sure
in fact,
clarification.
Matter of fact, if you look at it, the fastest woman is probably like I don't even know if they make like top 8 for the men. Maybe top 10. Maybe like a 10. I don't even think then.
But Jay,
I think the way like in 10s and the men are like running in 8s and 9s. Okay. No, they don't even make it.
The way things are going in this country and in this world, where do you see sports going with this, bro? That's the question that I have. Like, what's coming sports wise? Like, when is enough going to be enough? When is it going to be where?
I'll give you my PC. This is the most PC I can be with this. You're going to have to make another bracket. It's the only way.
But now that's not going to be good enough because now you're isolating. You can't isolate.
Why not?
It's not right.
To who? Right, that part.
Yeah, that part.
That part.
It's not right to
them.
That.
Them who make up they. That's what I'm saying, man. Like this, like to me, this is just going too far. Listen, I understand you identify with what you want to, but that's not on me. That's on you. I don't have to acknowledge that. All I have to do is acknowledge you as a human being person, not what you are. You know what I'm saying? What you are human, I identify you as that. Now past
Jay,
that, that's it.
Now, Jay, what do you feel about, there was also, I think, the one teammate that filed the lawsuit.
Yeah.
I mean, that joined the lawsuit, and they said a coach as well that refused to play. How do you feel about this stance that they took in this situation?
Man, listen, I have no issues with it. I really don't have issue with it. Because this is, again, it goes back to, hey, listen, I'm out here busting my hump, right? And I'm what I am. And there's something different. And you can say what you want to, but they different. Here's my thing too, man. Why don't you test the testosterone levels and then come back to me? Let's check that. Let's check them levels. And I know they take pills and drinks and patches and all this other stuff, but let's check them levels.
But can those pills kill off the male hormones and make it more equal? All right, we're gonna stop right there. Fuck
it. Sure. No. Let's not stop there. Sure. Yeah. It can kill off some, right? And so I know I'm about to take the test. Boop, boop, boop. Text message, whatever. Whoop de whoop. Hey, I'm good to go. It wears off because it's not natural. So now I'm playing. It's not natural. And see, that's the thing no one wants to talk about. It's not natural. So you are enhancing yourself in order to pass as something else. Let's just stop there. So if we said, hey, if you are a natural woman, natural man, that's what qualifies you in this regard. Not what you believe, not what's in your mind, not how you feel. Science. Medical science. That's it. And keep it right there because you can't argue with it. Or just give them their own bracket and just say, y'all go play over there. And then you can have 5 people watch y'all.
Like the WNBA parade.
Now look, I did watch the rest of that.
I'm sorry.
And they had some more people later on.
Oh, but when you that first part you sent me, I was
mad. It was very bad.
I was mad for them because it looked like
it was very bad.
It looked like the beginning of a family reunion or something. Like everybody just ain't got that.
It was very bare. It was very, very bare. Like, oh wait, huh? What's going on out here? Why the traffic? Why we got the traffic? Why they blocking off the streets here?
Oh, that's today.
That's bro. I don't even think that was today. It was why they blocking off streets.
Right.
What's going on? Why they blocking off streets?
Father God.
And let's get to this number 3, the big topic this past weekend was the Trevor Lawrence hit that was delivered by Shazier, the Texans player. Let me tell you something, man. Woo. He was given 3-game suspension. He was given a 3-game suspension. There's been a lot of talk from a lot of different people about this. Mainly that people believe outside of the Houston Texans organization, he deserved the 3-game suspension.
Right. That's the part that I saw.
Inside the organization, from the coach to the GM, have all defended him in saying it was too much. It was unfortunate what happened to him after the play. And that's the rhetoric they're giving. It was unfortunate. Even with his apology, which he wrote in notes and sent it out, which was beautiful. I was like, go for it, bro. Put it in Samsung Notes, put it out there for the world. See that as genuine.
Shit. Man, damn, wow. But did you hear about the go ahead, because I didn't know about the previous things that he's done. So like this is for him to get suspended for 3 games and fined the amount of money he was fined, that they had to see other evidence, and this had to be he had to have been told and warned before. This was a behavior that finally that was like the last straw kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I heard some different people make different points. And I think it was Mark Schlerich said the quarterback was out the pocket. He was running, so while he's running out the pocket, he's not protected anymore. He's a free runner. What was Al Shahir supposed to do? Let him get the first down.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, man, hell, he running. You can tackle him. That's fair. That's right. But then when I looked at it again, you ain't got to knock his block off. You could have hit him in the shoulder. Man. I mean, yes, he was a free player, but Trevor Lawrence got knocked stupid. Hey, man, I'm telling you, this the one position you don't ever want to see on the football field. When they stuck like that, Jay,
yes,
there ain't never bad things going on.
Man, It's about a 5.5-minute clip of a doctor explaining
What that
why
is?
why your body does that. And it is, an involuntary reaction of a brain, basically your brain getting hurt. Okay. And your brain movement. And it is involuntary action when your hand goes that way. So here's my thing about it. And I had this argument with these Texans. I said, I see your bias is blinding you, but anytime you see anyone launch with a forearm moving forward, that's intent. I don't care what you say. And you can say, well, he hit him in the shoulder and then his arm just happened to move up to his head. No, bro. If you launch at that angle, you're going to hit that man's head. He is going down. Trevor Lawrence looked right at that dude and said, I'm going down. He looked right at him. Shahir saw him. And here's the other part of it. He got the 3-game suspension, and the NFL said in their statement when they put it out, because of past transgressions, which he has been fined for, inclusive of fighting, inclusive of late hits. And this is just in the past 2 years. We're not talking about previous of 2 years, past 2 years. Okay. Because he's been in the league more than 2 years, people.
Yeah. And they said, like, when he played with the 49ers, he grabbed Tom Brady by the throat. He punched Chicago Bears running back Roshan Johnson on the sideline earlier this season.
Yes.
Hit Tennessee Titans running back Tony Pollard late on the sideline.
Yes.
So clearly, the Texans did the right thing. They tried to come to his defense, but it seemed like my man Azeez Al-Shahir has a problem, bro.
Now, he's not perfect. No one's saying he is. Perfect is that's a different thing. But
yeah,
and you know this, right? And you've seen this throughout the years, is that the quarterback is the biggest commodity to the NFL, and they cannot have hurt quarterbacks.
Facts.
They don't give a damn about the defense. It's tough shit. Tough titty. Sorry for your loss. We can get 5 more of you tomorrow. I can't get, and even though Trevor Lawrence has not played well this season, and the Jaguars have not played well this season, don't matter. He's a multi-million-dollar quarterback. He's a starting quarterback for a franchise that goes overseas, that people watch, people love him. He's got the long blonde hair, all of that. Don't care. He's a quarterback in the National Football League. They're going to protect him. That's what it is. So, yeah, you take your 3 games. Hopefully, you can appeal it, maybe bust it down to 2, maybe 1, but you're going to get suspended and stop trying to fight everybody.
Man. Yeah, I'm on both sides. I felt what some people were saying. I'm on both sides of the fence. But the quarterback's going to be protected. It's something you can't do. You can't say it was an accident. Well, you can say it was an accident. Nobody really believes it. I don't believe it was an accident.
No.
But, I've heard people say, that's bullshit. That was a clean hit. I just know them. Some people, I just know I can't do certain things around y'all because y'all have a brother hung out to dry.
I got a question for you, though.
What's up, man?
So in your career, because I was thinking about this today, too. In your career, have you ever, like when okay, look, I'm about to hit him. I've seen him throw the ball. I'm still going to give him a shot. Like, have you ever, I see him throw him, but I'm just going to let him know I'm here.
Sometimes I'm too close. Shit, I done worked this hard to get halfway free. I gotta hit this fool anyway. Or sometimes fuck it, I'm gonna hit him. Maybe I hurt him and somebody else got to come in and finish this shit. Yeah, man, it happens, dog. It does. I think as a defender, depending on kind of edgy player you are, it happens, dog. I can't lie to you.
I don't want you to.
I can't lie to you.
I don't want you to. That's why we do this, because I ask those types of questions to people like you who I know if I say, look, if you see Troy Aikman back there and you say to yourself, yeah, that's all right. I got the
Hey.
best of Nate right now. I'm
Hey,
gonna
man.
make him pay for what Nate Newton did to me right now.
I told you, like 2001, Dallas, 2000. No, it's 2000. 2000. Dallas comes to Tampa. Troy Aikman doesn't finish the game. Anthony Wright has to come in. Me and Sapp put him in the middle of a D tackle sandwich. It was bad, and it was like, oh, his hand went forward. It was like, we want to stop him. And Troy didn't finish that shit. He ain't finished that day.
Yeah.
Now, if you ask me, was it dirty? Hell no, it wasn't dirty. It was within
Right.
the rules of the game. We hit him within 2
Right.
steps. We hit him high at the time. It
Yeah.
wasn't low, because I'm not saying I made that rule, but in a preseason game in 2002, I hit Trent Dilfer low, and it tore his ACL. He was out for the rest of the year. And they later changed our rule, but you can hit the quarter low. And then when I say I hit him low, I was going in. Offensive lineman pushed me as I was going in.
Yeah.
So as I'm going in, I come around off my move. Offensive lineman pushes me. I go to get the tackle. So now instead of hitting him around his, around here on his waist, sternum, I end up at his hips. My body weight falls on his legs. The knee's gone. And it was like, and Mike Holmgren at the time was like, I think that was a dirty hit. And he talked to Tony about it. Tony was like, James not that kind of player. He's not a dirty player. He wasn't gonna try to hurt Trent. Right. And Trent Dilfer was my former teammate. So I'm not out there trying to hurt anybody. Not like that. Not miss no games in a career. But I understand why some of the rules are put in, but like pretty soon it's just like get the quarterback a flat. Like I'm torn between being able to light the quarterback ass up like a chimney, or Christmas tree, and not being able to, because it's a fine line. And some hits that you see, you're like, man, that's BS. That's not a late hit. This one here, though, I'm with everybody. I'm not gonna say everybody else. I'm on the side that was a cheap hit. That was a dirty hit.
I think if you are launching again, and he launched, I don't care what you say, he launched. If you launch with your forearm and you start extending it towards whatever part, if you were going, in my opinion, if you're going for the sternum, the midsection, if he was still upright running, then you would have missed his head, or you may have caught it with another part, but not that. And the way it bounced off the turf, and someone was saying, well, no, he didn't cause a concussion, the turf did. Yeah, okay, understandable, but it was still driven into the ground. We're not going to do that. Here's a question I have for you, though.
What's up, man?
Rex Ryan and Dan Orlovsky, but mainly Rex Ryan said this, and I wanted to get your opinion on this. And I said, that's interesting. He said, the way quarterbacks are taught to slide will continue to get them hurt. He said, if I was coaching quarterbacks, I would tell them to slide head first and dive for the feet of the defender. I say go for the knees of the defender.
I don't think that helps either way, because
it doesn't.
You dive forward, you come down on, what's the quarterback's most valuable tools, Jay?
Shoulders,
arms, right?
Arms. Yeah.
You really want him to dive forward?
Yeah.
Who said that? Rex or Dan about diving forward?
Yeah, Rex. Yeah, okay.
Rex is go back to coaching the defense, dumbass. That's stupid. I don't know. I just don't. I see too much value in the upper body area, that quarterback to run and you dive and you come down wrong. Or put a defender meet that. What if Trevor Lawrence did dive head first, shoulder first, and Aziz out here still came with the same way he did and hit him like that? Now you can cuss and maybe got a collarbone.
Collarbone,
I don't know if there's a right way to get out of that.
Yeah.
Because the rule is once they go into the slide, they give themselves up. You can't hit them. But it's also once they start running, they're not protected by the same rules anymore.
Right. I
don't even know how to touch that. Like, something's got to be addressed. I understand. We know why the quarterback is protected. He's going to be protected in the NFL. Absolutely. But at the same time, what the hell? What gives, man?
I don't know, man. This is a tough one. I agree with you. This is a tough one because, and appreciate that like up there. Again, make sure that you like, subscribe, share this with your people. And also you can always comment with myself and Big Game. I know you have opinions on this. Answer the questions out there, but definitely hit us up. Man, I'm thinking, okay, if you slide early. Here's the other part that I looked at, because I'm a nerd. I said, well, he was at least 5 yards before he started sliding. Before Shahir, right? And so if I'm 5 yards and I'm running full speed, he's running full speed. Or maybe as Trevor starts to slow down, is that enough time? Is that enough time to say, okay, I'm going to give myself up? It's a tough question. I don't know how you answer it. I don't know what you do. I do believe, though, this. If you do a fake run out of bounds and come back in, that should be a flag.
And think back to the days of Kenny Pickett when he was at Pitt, and even Josh, I think it was Josh Allen with the fake slide. And then they take off and run, 20, 30 more yards.
Patrick Mahomes does it, where he fakes like he's going out, and then he keeps going up the sideline. I feel like that's a flag. If you declare that you're going to give yourself up, just like on a kickoff, right? You wave your hand, I'm not going to run. You take the ball and you run on a punt or a kickoff, that's a foul. That's a flag. I think it should be that. But there's going to have to be something that changes. Man, I think we can stay there all night, but we're not, because this past Tuesday, the college football playoff board, whatever they want to call themselves, most people will call them idiots, locked themselves up in the Gaylord Texan here in North Texas with, big security. And apparently, I love this. Someone said they had a bunch of security around to make sure that intelligence and reasoning did not get into the room with them. Because that's the only way you can explain this playoff bracket. Were you able to get the bracket up, man? Because I can tell you right now, let's just start here. Okay.
I was trying to get it on screen so we could actually share it. But
no problem. Look.
But you can talk about it while I do that, because I wanted to have it up while we
so the base
this mess.
Based on the CFP top 25, the seedings, basically what they have is, okay, these are going to be your buys. Number 1 is Oregon. Number 2, Texas Longhorns. Number 3, SMU. And number 4, Boise State. As it sits right now. Okay. And this, of course, is according to ESPN. So that's what you got. And for right now, you can say, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Right. Oregon is undefeated. Texas had 1 loss against Georgia. SMU has been lights out, and they're going to the ACC championship first year. Texas going to SEC championship first year. Boise State, again, we talked about their unbelievable running back, just killing it there. And then you have your first round matchups where you have number 9 Tennessee and number 8 Ohio State. Okay. Winner plays number 1 Oregon. Number 12 Arizona State, who just won their rivalry week against number 5 Penn State. Okay. They play, the winner of that plays number 4 Boise State. I'm going to skip over this one. Number 10 Indiana plays number 7 Georgia. Winner plays Texas, which in theory, this could be the 3rd time they play if Texas beats Georgia, vice versa, right? And they could probably I think they'll flip-flop places. The one that doesn't really make sense to anyone outside of that room is number 6 Notre Dame will be hosting number 11 Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama has lost 3 games, one of which was to an unranked Vanderbilt. I'm not understanding this. I'm really not getting this. Help me. Is it the SEC bias? What's going on?
Definitely big. This thing has made me say this. and people can disagree with me. And I know a lot of people that all they talk about is how good the SEC is, and that's cool. SEC does have good football. SEC is
Right.
very competitive. But the way this thing stacks up and the way you look at it, so Georgia Tech just lost to Georgia, an SEC team. But it took them 8 overtimes to do it. And that's the same team that upset of Miami, right? So here it is. You have a 2-loss Miami team that you're essentially saying is worse than a 3-loss Alabama team. And Alabama got beat by an Oklahoma team that's not even bowl eligible this year.
I mean,
What the hell is going on? Let's just call it what it is. The tournament, they extended this thing to make people feel better. But at the end of the day, it's all SEC and Big Ten bias. If that's the case, just have them do a head-to-head tournament and crown the damn national championship from the 2 conferences playing one another, because you clearly don't give a damn. Now, I said this, and you know that, Jay. I think I can stop sharing the screen now because everybody is seeing that tournament that I have in there. They're wrong. But at the same time, Miami had some ugly wins. Miami was in 3 other games that they very well could have been on the other side of against Virginia Tech, Cal Berkeley, and Louisville. But at the end of the day, a win is a win. It's not how you win. It's just if you win or not. So how is it that you have a 10-3 team that's going to be penalized for losing late and put Alabama back in there?
But
Like,
see,
I don't get it and understand it. It sucks because you really just want to see Bama in there, to me, to drive the ratings up of what you want this school to be. Because it's a moneymaker at the end of the day. These motherfuckers with this bowl committee don't really give a damn about these teams and these kids playing. It's all about the revenue that they can drive through these TV deals and everything else.
Yeah.
And Bama drives revenue. The SEC drives revenue. We understand that. Money talk, BS walk. And it's all about the bread right now.
Yeah. When you look at these teams, man, and you say, okay, you know, Alabama right now is sitting at 11 with Miami sitting at 12, which makes no sense at all. And I get that Miami lost to Syracuse, but Syracuse right now is 22 and they're a 9-3 team, right? Again, we talked about Alabama, who's getting beat by unranked teams that they barely are 500, if that. I just don't. I mean, if you talk about strength of schedule, it goes out of the window, man. And you know, Notre Dame being in there because they don't have a conference.
That's another one. That's another one. To get that, Notre Dame don't need to be in there over Miami.
But they don't have a conference. So
or you
if
put
they
Notre Dame in and Bama drop the man.
I'm just not I'm not understanding what's going on. I'm still surprised by Indiana this year, but they've played well. They're 11-1. So yeah, they deserve. To me, that's why the tournament is extended, but not for Alabama. It's definitely not for Alabama. It should not be for Alabama at all. At all. And so here's the other question is that, okay, SMU, they play Clemson in the ACC championship.
Mm-hmm.
Does SMU still have a chance to be in the playoff?
They better. That's a
and knock Alabama off?
Yeah, they should. If SMU were to lose, and they don't put Pony up in the damn tournament and the playoffs, something wrong. They're in the ACC, and they're essentially doing, I don't know, man. You call it the Power Four, you call it the Big Four conferences. They're still damn near a top 10. You lose to a team that's still ranked that way. Clemson has one loss, and they end up getting a second loss.
No, Clemson is 9-3.
Yeah, 9-3.
So they're 9-3. They're sitting at 17. So
that's right, because they lost to South Carolina last game of the season. That's right.
Right. And South Carolina is a good team.
Now, South Carolina's a team that nobody want to see South Carolina right now. That's a good
not right now. They don't.
That's a good playing football team.
Because that defense has figured it out, and the offense is now starting to try, kind of catching up to that defense. But again, You got
I like their quarterback. I like South Carolina's quarterback. That's
South Carolina at 9-3, Ole Miss at 9-3, Clemson at 9-3. I mean, dude, it makes no sense to me why you would put Alabama in. And no, I wouldn't put Memphis in. They're 25 and they're 10-2. I get that, but I'm still looking at
in the comments.
No, I don't see that. No, that's not in the comments. I'm just because I'm looking at this and I'm saying, man, this got to be. Oh, here we go. Remember the 5th of December, the night of Krampus. Hey, thanks, Grandize. Appreciate you coming in here with that. Ashton has more yards after contact than anyone in college football since they've been keeping track of the stat. Hear you? Okay. Appreciate the comments here. Look, if I see, and this is the first one. So the championships will really determine, I think, a lot.
But Jay, should a team get punished for making it to the conference championship game? Like, to me, essentially, if SMU loses to Clemson,
right?
How can you punish them for having the success of getting to a conference championship game? You can't. And be fair.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. But I mean, you have to reward your conference champion. You have to reward your conference champion.
Yeah, that's fine. So Clemson gets in. Off of that, the Power 4 team getting in. SMU drops down. Bama drops out. So Bama needs SMU to win. Because Bama can still drop out with the probabilities. They probably hoping that Arizona State win.
But this is championship week, is it not?
Yeah, it is. It's coming up this week.
Yeah,
Arizona State plays Iowa State. SMU plays Clemson. And then Texas plays Georgia.
Right.
And the championship games that matter. The other championship games, we'll just be watching some cool football, but them shits don't matter.
It's preseason.
Not for this, not for the bracket.
For the bracket. Yeah, absolutely. Bracket, So I mean, that's like the whole thing for me is, okay, looking at this bracket, what really matters? What games really matter at this point? Alabama, and to me, it's kind of like a lock for Alabama to be in unless SMU loses. If SMU loses, they should have, Alabama's spot, in my opinion. They should get that spot. Okay? They're a 2-loss team that went to a championship that should be in.
Right.
Point blank, period. I mean, like I said, I'm not sold on Indiana. I know they had a great season.
I think they deserve it, man. Regardless of being sold or
not. I guess, man.
The only thing they lost was to Ohio State, which we thought was the number 2 ranked team in the country until they let sorry ass Michigan beat them.
Ohio State is trash.
Man,
it's been trash.
We might mention them again later in this show.
I'm sure we will. Aaron, I love you for this, but BYU should not get a look, sir. They shouldn't.
Time out. That's a Big 12 schedule was not horrible. Nah, but BYU ass.
Shout out to you.
BYU ass really lost to Utah. They cheated. That phantom holding call was some bullshit, Aaron, and you know that. That was that late West Coast game. I watched that one because everything else was off, so I watched that damn game, and that was a phantom holding call. Man. That was some bad ball in that game.
Listen, BYU at 10-2. I'm sorry, they just no, because they haven't looked. I'm sorry, they just haven't looked good the whole season to me. They've had some good wins, but they haven't been like, ooh, okay, that's impressive. Okay, BYU, they putting it in. It's just, to me, they just haven't. And so I think that's why you see BYU sitting at 18 with no chance.
They needed to not lose any more games after the one loss they had. They would have been okay.
No,
they messed up.
So. No. BYU could.
It's all good, man. Shout out to the Mormons.
You know what that makes me say when you say
I know exactly what the hell that made you say, because I said it in my head.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell
That's right. This is the part of the podcast where we find things throughout the week that makes us say, "Oh hell no." Man, look. Whew. You am I gonna do mine? You're gonna do yours.
I don't have one, so yes, you have to do yours because oh hell no says oh hell no tonight.
Listen, I don't know this guy right here. He is, as we talk about quarterbacks in the league, he's probably one of the most quotable quarterbacks of all time. I think that's easy to say.
Yeah.
From let's eat these W's. Let's eat these dubs.
Every time I see that, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, something's wrong with that cat, man. I saw that shit today. Bruh.
His latest. That
was my team's
as bad as he's talked about when oh my gosh, I can't remember his name now. Deshaun Watson, when he got hurt and how he was very distraught about, the fans and whatnot, and how that man, I pray for that man, and we need to be better. Listen, the latest, after his night of posting, it was 467 yards, 3 touchdowns. Awesome night. Anybody would love to have that night. But some would say he actually threw over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns because he threw 2 pick sixes that sealed the game for the other team. And in his post game, say yellow ball is the best. I don't know, Aaron. Sure. But in his post game, as he's lamenting about, how he's working through things and he's getting better and he's praying to God, and he pauses and he just says, "I'm praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes."
Say it again.
Here's a stat for you. I saw this today because somebody was talking about it. Here's a stat for you. Okay. These are some of the quarterbacks that have thrown for 5,000 yards in one season, right? Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, right? Dan Marino. They have thrown. These are Hall of Fame quarterbacks. And Jameis Winston. They have all thrown for 5,000 yards in one season. Jameis Winston is also the only quarterback that has thrown 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in one season. He's the only one in NFL history. But when you're at a podium asking the Lord to deliver you from pick sixes, I feel like as a teammate, we may need to go in a different direction. I think that's what we do.
Come on, man. Hey, Jay, what's wrong with Jameis Winston giving it up to the Lord to ask for some deliverance for that bad performance, bro? Hey. At least he did something.
I was done, and let's eat some dubs.
Hey, man, I know what I know. I did have all hell nah, but I don't need to say it. That took the cake. You can ask for a lot of things, Jay. I feel you. You can't ask God to deliver you from interceptions in the middle of your post-game speech. Just don't throw the ball to the coverage, Jameis. You know that.
I mean, if you watch the game and you watch those picks, like he stares him down and he throws the ball And as soon as he throws, it's like, we already know where you're throwing. It's only one receiver over here, and there's 4 defenders.
Oh,
It's one. It's 4. The numbers don't add up. So, Jameis, don't ask for the Lord to deliver you from pick sixes. Just work harder.
hey man, you know what my hell no was gonna be?
What was that?
You sending me the video talking about what would you do if you had a teammate like this, Debo Samuel walking in with a. And man, he had on a red crop top hoodie, some black leather pants, and some cartoon looking snow boots.
Man, listen. And he had, did you notice the snow goggles? He had some ski goggles on the side of his head.
Yeah, I tried.
Ski goggles.
Shit.
Ski goggles. Is he going skiing afterwards? What's he doing? What's up, Wallace? Hey, appreciate you coming in. Hey, better late than never.
Wallace,
Tip
man,
up.
we appreciate you, bro.
Tip
Hey,
up.
we also appreciate the Falcons taking that L last week for the Buccaneers, bro. I appreciate that, man.
Oh man, yeah, we are definitely talking about Debo, who had pants with a zipper on the back. So you have to question, who's zipping that up? I know he's married, but I mean that's kind of strange. And then who's unzipping him at the stadium?
Say, bro, I hope they got a zipper in the front too. They don't need no help.
There's no
Hey,
zipper in the front.
Jay Stars.
Who's unzipping him?
Any man, they got a zipper going across the back. He play booty games.
Who's unzipping? Who's
He better cut that shit out. I'm so sorry. Ain't no booty games.
We're
man.
done
You know
now.
that.
We're done now. See, when you do that, when you whip that statement out, we might as well go to the next statement. I got nothing left for you.
Shit.
That's strange, bro. You got a zipper in the back. And so this was the question I asked you, James. You said this. What do you do when you see that man walk into your locker room like that? Like you just turn your head and you just stick it right in the locker.
I think you like the old church lady, old church lady that just do this when you wear to walk into church when they wear it so they shouldn't do it. Hey man, I'm just gonna say this, bro. Stop. It was different when I played. We wanted to look fresh and we wanted to look fly. You know, a good game day was suited and booted. These motherfuckers come to the game looking like Marvin the Martian.
Bro.
They come in wearing like chandeliers and drapes. Like, bro, like what you got on?
Like these guys have people that literally they have stylists. And this is, I mean, dude, from the Wop Bam Balloon Bob Blam Bam Boom outfit to the skort that he was wearing, man, to this right here, bro.
Hey, my boy, one of my boys, man. Shout out to my boy Tony Bowie, one of my former teammates in Tampa. He's like, yo, Jay. He said, you imagine what that looked like when we was getting on the bus to go to the airport? He said, what you would have heard if somebody would have walked up in that shit? And all I heard in the back of my mind is Warren Sapp used to always yell out. Sapp used to always yell out, what kind of man? That's all I could hear. That's all I heard. When D-Boo said, yo, big game. With James, what was Sapp? What Sarah Brooks would have said? If you saw Debo walk to that bus with that outfit on. And all I heard in the back of my mind was, what kind of man gonna wear that leather short suit?
It's a skort. He was wearing a skort.
Scorted and boarded. Oh, shit. Hey,
let's get to the top 5, bro.
Oh, no, between the lines? All right, top 5.
Top 5.
Come on.
It's time for the top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Big Game Sports Bros. Top 5.
Some people have a top 100, some have a top 50, some have a top 25, some even bunk out and have a top 10. Man, I'm done, bro. Here at Big Game Sports Buzz, top 5, who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. This week, don't do that. I'm trying to keep it together to the end.
I see.
This week, top 5 college coaches on the hot seat. Oh, God, that was tough. Ooh, man. Oh, my God. I mean, I guess he's getting what he's wanted. People talking about him, so.
But, Jay, okay, I know we done moved on. I got to ask this.
We did.
I have to ask this. I just have to.
Okay.
What did people think? So you think somebody watching Debo walk in with this outlandish outfit on and go, yo, what designer made that? I need to get that.
Every week.
That's from the No Diddy collection. Who the hell want to wear that?
Pull me on mute.
I'm sorry. Who the hell saw any Debo Samuel outfit and said, yo, bro, y'all see that Debo? Y'all see that little Mary Jane dress Debo had on? I'm going to get one.
Man, probably that volleyball player at San Jose State.
Oh, shit. Top 5. Hey, man, so top 5 tonight. Top 5 college coaches on the hot seat. Shit, this seat getting hot. The San Jose State better block.
I told you to go. Don't stay there. Just go.
Hey, man. So there's already been some firings in college football. And a lot of those were some smaller schools that didn't have very good seasons, and you knew that was going to happen. But to me, these are some college coaches that had decent years. One of them didn't, but I know that seat's got to be hot just because they finished. And that's Mike Norvell out of Florida State. I think his seat is like, I can't even measure it on the Richter scale of hot. Lincoln Riley at USC. The highly touted offensive mind was going to do great things with Caleb Williams when he went out west. And Lincoln Riley has underachieved in the 2 seasons that he's been out at USC. It doesn't look good for him. And I believe if he's not above 500 in contention this year, he will get fired. Ryan Day from Ohio State.
Ohio State, yeah.
Ohio State has a good year every year since he's been there. They compete. They've gotten to play whatever. But if you can't beat your rival Michigan when they're down and you get to the college football playoffs, and if you don't have success, I believe the fans will overreact and want them out. The boosters, some of them want the buyouts high, but I think the seat's getting warm in Columbus, Ohio. This one here, I've heard a lot of people tell me that he's not ready for the SEC, that he just can't do it, that he's not going to make it. And that's LSU coach Brian Kelly. Kelly was supposed to be able to come in and do some things at LSU and compete. He said he needed the resources that LSU has that Notre Dame didn't have. And he's still coming up short. And they've had some big name kids that are going into the portal this year too. So I believe Brian Kelly's seat is getting very warm in Baton Rouge. And then to me, when I think about this school and I think about the expectations and we talk about them being left out of the college football playoffs, it's the Miami Hurricanes. That's Mario Cristobal. Here it is. You go get Cam Ward. You say that all you need, that's the one piece you need to have your team overcome and go over the top. And, bro, here it is. You wasted a talent like Cam Ward because you couldn't get it figured out on defense, and you're a defensive coach. So I believe Mario Cristobal in the U is also tap dancing in gasoline right now.
That's a good list, man. I like your list, bro. I think we all can agree, Mike Norvell, man, if that seat ain't on fire, red hot, something is wrong down there. Something is real wrong. 1-8, you just that ain't finna happen, bro. I agree, Lincoln Riley, he's never won. And so I think when you just see how SC is just not that, I mean, to me, they're just kind of a joke.
They're like the Lakers.
Yeah, they really are, man. Like, you got talent and you can win some games, but not be sustainable. So, yeah, that's definitely one. I agree. I think Ryan Day is actually on my list. And it's sad because he's one of those where he has a punchable face.
Oh,
Don't like him, and you just don't want to hear him. You just don't want to hear him talk, man. You just don't.
Man. Hold on.
What?
I had to rewind. You said, so when you see the Ohio State coach, you want to punch his face?
Oh, every time.
Like punching bag, like straight jab, you working it or just
yeah. I mean, yeah. Like yeah. Like Roberto Duran. Like I want to do that, man. Like Sugar Ray Robinson, like all of them. Sugar Ray Leonard. One spot. Yeah. Nah, he's very punchable. It's just a punchable face. You know, he got that whole beard thing that like he dyes it. It's just a whole thing for me, man. And then when he opens his mouth, he's like,
hold on, bro. What's wrong with dyed beards, homie? Nah. Like it's just nah. Like make it nah. He just has a punchable face, man. I also looked at it and I said, you know what? Yeah, I can see this. Neil Brown in West Virginia. West Virginia has been underachieving for a very long time, in my opinion. But Neil Brown has never really been able to just get that program set. So he's one that I think on the outside looking in, he's one. And then the other is Hugh Freeze out in Auburn. And even though they had a big time win, you know, it's still they came close. I'll say it like that. Big time win. At 3-6, Auburn has not been relevant since Cam Newton. Damn. I mean, you got to get somebody in there that really cares. And I'm not saying he doesn't care. I will never say that. But there's got to be a change. And to me, that's a team definitely this season. If it doesn't happen, I'll be very surprised. Good list,
very
man.
Surprised.
Good list. I'm surprised you went with a couple of those because I don't know when the last time somebody gave 2 shakes of an ass with West Virginia football. But hey. Now the coal mine, but I would definitely say the coal mine outfit uniforms that they wore this season were fire.
Yeah. Well, you know, the like I said, the ones that you came up with, especially like Brian Kelly, that's a good one. I think he's still safe. But I do see that if Lincoln Riley is out, he may say, I want to go there.
Oh, wow. Now that would be interesting as hell. To say
I think he would. I would think he would say, I want to go there. I think another one. So see, I'm going to do a big game right here. Your coach out in Oklahoma, even though they had a bad season this year.
Venables, you think so?
This buyout is too high.
Yeah,
he's going to have to have a better season. He's going to have to have a better season next season. He's going to.
He has 2 more years, I think.
He does. And I'm going to tell you another name that
the Packers and Lions are tied up right now. Sorry.
No, all good. And we're going to get out of here. But the last one is actually the coach down at A&M. And
he just got there from Duke. This is his first year.
I understand. But as you see, hey, how A&M has been in SEC. They had a bad loss to Texas. They haven't really been able to make that big win. They haven't been able to make that big win in SEC to jump them up. You know what I mean? So and the whole QB thing that's going on down there.
Oh, I think they got the right QB. He just got to figure out he's young. I think they got the right quarterback for this. A&M dog. That ain't gonna be okay.
Well, the question is, which one are they gonna use?
The black quarterback that they had played at the end of the year, just getting the number 10. That's what I think. I mean, I think he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I think he's the right man for the job. They got to build on it, get some other things going. We'll see.
Yeah.
The portal opens up on December 8th, man. That's gonna be fire.
Oof. Now wait, I thought they had until they have until what, Monday to declare, right?
National Signing Day was yesterday. The portal opens up on the 8th.
But they have to declare.
So that's why guys are saying that they're going into the portal now.
Yeah, but they have to declare by Monday, right?
Right.
I think it's by Monday they have to declare.
The 8th is when they can start signing with other schools.
Yeah. So I think that's the other thing. And then we're talking about their position as far as who or their number of recruits, 5- and 4-star recruits. Right now, A&M is not pulling the recruits that maybe they thought they should or they thought they could. That's something to really look at, and I understand first year, and the reality is 2 years, that's your team, right? After 2 years, those are your recruits in there. So I don't know.
2, 3, whatever. We'll see, man. Hey, it's been great, man.
It's good. It's good to share with you. It's good to be here with you, man. And all the people that are watching. Thank you so much for joining in, liking the podcast. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share.
Hit that thumbs up, man. We need that, bro. Hit that thumbs up.
Hit that thumbs up. Let us get into your algorithm. Let us slide into your algorithm. Make sure
that didn't sound right.
Shut up. That's my Debo slide. Look, no Diddy. Make sure you check me out.
Baby oil up and slide in like Debo.
Slide in. Oh.
Debo was dressed like Debo was dressed like he was going to a Diddy party while you playing.
Bro, that's a bar right there. That's a bar right there. Let me oil up and slide in like Debo.
Wow.
Yo, I'm trying to plug some shit in, man. Next Wednesday, we're definitely going to have the Buff Nerd podcast. We are talking about Superman and Lois. It finally is over. That last episode, gotta see what you think about it. And we're going to talk Alex Cross because apparently people are telling me I need to watch this show.
Dude,
I need to watch Cross.
All I've heard for the last 2 weeks.
So I'm going to go ahead and binge at least a couple of episodes, see what it's all about. Doom Prophecy, we're going to talk about that as well. And Skeleton Crew, the new Star Wars show that is out on Disney Plus. People are telling me I need to watch this, so I'm going to go ahead and get into that. We're going to talk about all of that next week on the Buff Nerd Podcast. Check it out, Wednesday, 9 o'clock.
Wednesday, 9 p.m. Anyway, hey, man, it's your boy, Big Game James, for the Buff Nerd, J Stocks. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to BGSB, Big Game Sports Buzz, on the BGSE network. You can catch us on all social media platforms, man. And we back what? Man, we got to go. I ain't fucking around with them Cowboys. Anyway, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, peace.
Peace. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big gang, big gang. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah.